Oh, here we go. Okay, finally. I'm just getting this set up. So this is real life. This is real life, is what's been going through my head. This phrase keeps popping in my head. And so I created a thumbnail because I like creating thumbnails. I like just creating in general. And yeah, so beats at work. This is what I'm doing now. I started on Monday, just testing the mobile setup. And I'm trying to go and do this as much as I can. So it becomes kind of like second nature for me. Becomes like breathing, like, just part of my regular routine. Just to challenge myself so I can grow. Yesterday, I did a live stream. I ended up accidentally deleting it, and I'm kind of unhappy about that because not that the stream went, super great or whatever it was. It was cool, stumbled a little bit with the beat as usual. I mean, it's life. We make mistakes in life. Stumbled whatever with my words, but we had some good conversation. We talked a little bit about if you guys were in there, if any of you were in there, we talked about humility and growth. That's an important thing. Philosophy for me is being humble because I believe that's the only way that we could begin to improve ourselves is by like really examining where our shortcomings or our weak points are at, so that we can strengthen those and continue to grow. Um, so I was unhappy that it was deleted because since the beginning of starting YouTube, I did some blogs talking about what I wanted this channel to be, and I really wanted it to be. I want it to be a place where I just kind of document what I've been doing, mistakes and all in my journey. So, I like to leave these little live streams in here and just share everything that I pretty much do, and that's what I do. Like every beat that I make is probably just about on YouTube because it's difficult to find the time. And that's why I'm here doing this, the beats at work thing, because it's hard to find the time. So you got to be as productive as possible with the time that you got, and really push. And that's what my push is. I'm trying to make this a full time thing. This is my real life. It's not an exciting life exactly. Uh, but in the meantime, while I'm living this life and I got this job, I'm gonna make the best of it and try to push to make this my job because this is really where my love, my passion's at. So it's all about practice. It's all about stepping out and doing things that are beyond your comfort zone, right? So being on when I first began being on video, just filming myself wasn't necessarily comfortable. I've gotten comfortable with it and become more natural with it. Now doing the live stream thing, I'm stepping out my comfort zone. Whenever I turn this thing on and hit go live, my heart starts to pump a little bit, because it's kind of a new experience. And most of the time, just, off the top of my head, just whatever's going to come out my mouth. I don't have too much planning. But I do want to sit down, maybe just have a chat with some of you guys. I see there's a few of you in here. Eventually just have some chats and talk about what kind of things you might want to see. We can interact, whatever. Um, so that's what I'm saying. That's what this is. I got some samples here and some drums, and I'm just gonna practice a little finger drumming. Let me get some feedback, guys. Hopefully, I have some sound. I'm not too acquainted with my interface, my new interface. It's a little bit budget, cheap interface, and it's not super loud on my monitor, so um, it's kind of hard to really, imagine what it sounds like to you guys. And I'm hoping that it's going through and you're getting my voice. I'm guessing. I mean, one of you would at least tell me if there was no sound. But I've been a little bit hyper on whether my sound is working for all these streams lately. I've been asking you guys for feedback, but I think I'll just trust that it's working and then just keep going. So I just wanted to practice some finger drumming, something that I want to improve on. I've noticed I've been like kind of practicing the same beats. Pretty much make the same beat every time. So I want to start going beyond my comfort zone right now. My comfort zone as far as like finger drumming is a kick, snare, and hat. Open hat, we got a crash here and like a shaker here to change it up. Added another like rim shot. But I want to start incorporating like some toms for some like tom rolls, whatever, along with the snare rolls. Haven't gotten there yet, but I think at a point when you master something, it's time to move on and like add something to challenge yourself. Otherwise, you're just like perfecting the same thing over and over. So. So I pretty much have that beat perfected. I do that like every time. And it sounds like a different beat because I have a different sample on it. So let's see who's in here. So what's good? Feel good green. What's up, man? Thanks for dropping in. Charlton Hitchens. Right on, guys. Haven't seen you guys in here before. Not sure if I've even seen you in the comments at all on any of the videos. So I appreciate you if you're new around here. If you're not, then forgive me. Yeah, so I'm on my lunch break. This is Beats at Work. Trying to get these in. I get a 30-minute lunch break, daily Monday through Friday. So I'm trying to get these in as much as possible. Just get comfortable with it. What's up, Nathaniel Ramos? Right on. Let's go. So how much time I got left? I think I clocked out at like 6:06. I got about 15 minutes left. So we're good. We're good on time. I'm just practicing a little bit here. So I got like 3 sections here. So what's good? What's good? Richard Brown, what's good? Yes, let me go ahead and read this. You always come with the inspirational, motivational, encouraging quotes, bro. I appreciate you a lot, man. I definitely recognize you and I appreciate your support. Oh, we got one from Hakeem Phoenix, the actor. We're at our best when we support each other, not when we cancel each other out for our past mistakes, but when we help each other to grow. Right on, man. That's truth right there. That is truth. So I appreciate that, man. Always with the positive words. Thank you for dropping in, Richard Brown. So let's see if I can play this out. I'm not like I can do the finger drumming thing a little bit, but I'm not super good at like I haven't challenged myself to the point of like actually completing a full arrangement just like in one sitting. Like I can do a little piece of it, but I have enough right here and I'm just using loops. These samples are just looped. And they make for good little sections. This would be like a verse. And then like a little, I don't know, like a bridge. I never really mess with bridges, but word up. I need to practice throwing in some little extra like little rolls and stuff to make things interesting. I was kind of messing around with this kick roll sound. I ain't got it yet. I'm a little off right now. Positive talk only for sure, for sure. Um, Positive talk's important. That's all a part of love. Um, I think positive talk, correction. If we could do that for ourselves, great. If we could do that between friends, also great. Because sometimes it's hard to see, um, a weak point in ourselves if we don't really spend much time examining ourselves, but only in love. You know what I mean? So positively to help each other out. Practice makes perfect. But you know what? I think practice itself is what's perfect. If you can just practice the practice of practice, that makes sense, and enjoy that. Like the saying goes, enjoy the journey, or just learn the journey. It's about the journey. The practice itself is the journey, because that whole perfect place doesn't really exist. You gotta learn to be more content with the actual with the moment that you're in and the practice itself, because it's like anything, it's like a thirst or like a hunger that's never quenched. Once you get to a certain level, whatever it is, and if it's money, for me, it's always been like I talk about gas a lot. If it's gear, once you get one thing, once you get another thing, you're always going to want something else, unless you learn how to really enjoy and immerse yourself in life and in just the moment. So that's something that I believe fully in philosophy and in theory, and I could talk about it and I try to apply it. I'm not necessarily there yet. It's kind of like a ironic thing, because it's more about just being present. You know what I mean? Fall in love with the process. Hip hop samples, what's good? Giovanni Lopez, what's good? George, sir, from Texas, what's good? MC Motivation, what's up, man? Welcome back. Recognize. I'm actually, I got some nerves because I was kind of playing with this last night and I was doing a lot better. But now that and I was feeling it, you know what I mean? But now I'm it's like on camera, I'm kind of like slipping a little bit, messing up. Yeah, that was kind of bad for me. But yeah, I need practice. We all could use a little practice in some area or another in our lives, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. Just get better. Just be aware. Have some self awareness. Just know myself and try to let go. Like I said earlier, when I go live, when I hit the live button, or like I anticipate hitting the live button, my heart starts to rush a little bit because I don't know what I'm gonna do or how it's gonna go. So I've been in the practice of just like, because I'll hesitate and I'm like, no, fuck it. I'll just press the button. Go live, and don't even think about it too much. So, hey, Robert Collins, I appreciate it, man. Bro, no entiendo nada porque no sé inglés, pero este man se crea unos beats muy duros. Muchas gracias, Giovanni. Well, I appreciate it, guys. I got a few more minutes. So, one thing I was also thinking about when I was setting this up last night was is this it's kind of interesting because for like a year I was just practicing finger drumming. And I would just skip over the, programming individual notes because I just really wanted to get good at finger drumming. And what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I was thinking last night is that like I'll pretty much make a full beat. I'll make a beat, all its parts, whatever, without even sequencing anything. So like, I got a beat here. I got samples, but there's nothing sequenced yet. So I think that's kind of the goal. I've seen if you guys are into finger drumming, let me know. I'd like to see who's into finger drumming, who's practicing. But yeah, those guys like Beats by J Black, Trizzy Track. I seen a really super dope Trizzy track set where, you know, I think he was like in Russia or something, but it was like a like beat battle kind of situation, and he was doing a whole set, you know, and I can barely do like a beat and not even a full like arrangement, but I would love to get to that point where I'm doing the whole sets. I would have like one beat on like one bank, and then have another beat on another bank, and then another one on another bank. You know what I mean? I got how many, like 8 banks of pads here. So if I could do a whole set like that, that'd be dope. And then I would love to come on here, just do a live stream of me just doing a whole set, hopefully flawlessly, or at least, you know, in a, you know, like in a nice sequence and cohesive way where I'm not like, you know, just stopping every second and talking like this or something. I dig your real life approach to your streams. Good content. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, I'm just doing what I can, you know. Um, I mean, I really I have respect for, you know, people that do this professionally. It's become an aspiration for me because not necessarily that I always wanted to be a YouTuber, but I just looked at it as like an avenue, a place where I can create content and possibly make a living from it because people are doing it and it's been proven that it can be done. And so it is an aspiration for me because I love to create, and I just feel like the kind of person that needs to create more often than not. And otherwise I'm not happy. It's just like this it's just an outlet, right? It's therapeutic. uh, I think everyone needs to feel like they have a place, and if they're not doing what they feel like they love doing necessarily, then things kind of can feel off, you know. And yeah, so also doing YouTube has been great for me, although it may be a pursuit to make money and do this professionally, and I respect those guys that do, and I'd love to do it on a professional level, and even like, you know, just have things just, you know, looking professional, not necessarily the real life approach like you said. Um, not to say that that's bad, but what I'm trying to get at is like it's been a great thing because it's given me the ability, or learning the ability to practice things, to create something and then let it go. Because if you because that's what it is, expression, right? If you're bad at expressing yourself, like I've always been in life, I've never been a talker. I've never been able to express myself too great. Um, that's why creativity has always been my outlet. But if you can express yourself through creativity and then just put it out there, whether it's perfect or not, it's like letting go of whatever it is you had inside of you that might have been bothering you that you couldn't, you know, put in words. For me, that's been words most of my life. So, you know, it hasn't been my best quality. So also another positive thing coming on here is learning how to speak. So I'm strengthening a weakness that I once had before, and it's becoming a strength of mine now. So, you know, so that's what I would encourage. I mean, I'd love to. I don't know if anyone out there has the same aspirations as me, as far as being a YouTuber or whatever that means. I mean, it's just a gateway, you know, to learning other ways and other avenues of things that I could do in order to support myself and be able to do this on a, you know, like a long-term basis, on a regular basis, rather than having to do beats at work. I can, you know, beats could be my work. So I know a lot of you out there are creators, though. I mean, obviously, you're here because you're beat makers, most likely producers, whatever you want to call yourselves, artists, composers. So we're like-minded, and you know, so it's a great thing to be here as well and have like-minded people to share ideas with, or just vibe off of the same kind of music and, you know, interests and stuff. So I mean, there's so many bonuses with doing this. Like, how many did I just name? Yeah, I mean, that's it. You can say that, and let me say this in a love, like in a way where I'm showing you encouragement and love, is that when you say you're not comfortable enough yet to do it, the thing is it's almost backwards thinking, because you won't be comfortable until you do it, because you got to step outside the comfort zone. Otherwise that comfort zone remains in that scope of where you're living. Make that comfort zone bigger when you step out the comfort zone, and then you create a new zone where you have more abilities, more talents, more skills, you know what I mean? So don't let that stop you, because it is a backwards form of thinking. You have to think of it in reverse. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. I gotta go, guys. I appreciate you guys kicking it with me and having a little chat, listening to my finger drumming practice, although it wasn't perfect. Y'all were here for that. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna get going. Got to clock back in, get back to work, do my thing. So until next time, everyone, have a happy weekend. Stay humble, lift noise, and God bless. Sean Diggs. Before I leave, I'm heading out though, but it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Um, I guess play the replay. It was good. So I had a good time. All right. Take care, everyone. Peace.